Hi everybody, I'm making this video to give some evaluation and feedback and my own opinion on the project Youth Employability in Palermo. This was actually my first Erasmus Plus project abroad without people that I knew already, so it was an amazing experience to get to know many different young people who all participate in different studies and have different lives and all get to share their personal views and standpoints and experiences with each other. I found it very beautiful to be privileged enough to participate in that. I also found that the involvement of the organizers was huge. Everyone was really trying to make the best out of the whole experience, and they were very well prepared. I really liked the conversation that I had with ARC when it comes to compatibilities, competences, and things that may hold you back in your career and in your sector. I had the feeling that he really understood me well and really saw me for who I am, and really analyzed my whole story that I gave him really well. And it was nice to see that someone really understood my plan for my future and was able to add some things onto that. For example, that it is a shame that sometimes your own insecurities regarding group projects or participating with others can influence your job chances or your future. We discussed briefly that I can feel insecure when it comes to working in a group, being afraid of getting rejected because my history with bullying, and that he said that people cannot understand or estimate how I feel if I don't tell them, and people can't estimate what kind of addition I have to a project or to something in the work field if I don't speak up, if I don't communicate that. I told them that I often become passive when I feel like people might not be interested in me, or when I feel like I can't explain my ideas or my point of view, and that I just shut down and ignore the whole situation and let others talk because I don't feel like I have enough space to be myself. And he motivated me to always try at least to speak up and to explain the situation, because you can really achieve so much more with others as well. And I've often worked alone, like I said, because I've been bullied and because I got used to it. I got to rely on my own, and this became a pattern. And during the whole project, we were, of course, with each other the entire day, every day. And that really showed me that the relationship that you have with others is so important. And it really made me feel so happy to be able to work together with them. And being back in my home country, it was definitely a period where I had to integrate again in my normal routines and daily life. It was a bit difficult as well. I really missed everyone, and I really missed working together on like the common good. I found that everyone was focused on their individual needs and future, but everyone was always trying to help each other and was able to listen to other people, make time for others. This was really beautiful. So yeah, the personal attention that all the organizers had for us, I really applaud that. And the organization, when it comes to the hostel that we were in, I really liked the hostel as well. Had beautiful artworks everywhere and African instruments that we were also allowed to play. Altogether, I would say that it was a bit short and that I would really enjoy it if it was a bit longer. And maybe we could have done a little bit more with the psychological aspect regarding youth employment, and how we can motivate ourselves in times of corona, in times of youth unemployment, and how we can stay strong when it comes to sending a lot of CVs, getting rejected a lot of times, and seeing like, okay, but there's still hope and there's still a lot we can do. But overall, it was amazing that the projects were about informal teaching, because I think that when you force formal teaching onto people, people resist themselves towards that, or they tend to feel like they might lose control. I think when you do it via informal teaching, there are so many creative opportunities and so much to discover yourself and to have an own intake and an own addition to the program, because people start to think for themselves and they start to think for others as well, and not necessarily like, oh, I need to achieve this because someone else is telling me. So I think once the authority figures are less in the picture, we tend to become more independent and become like more leaders ourselves. So I think that was a very wise decision, and it also made the whole experience very light, with like light and good energy. I think everyone really respected each other, and that was really nice to see. Even though there were a lot of differences, everyone was curious to get to know each other. And when I came home, I was already immediately searching for new Erasmus Plus projects, because it not only changed me when it comes to employability, but it also changed me when it comes to how I view the world, how I view my own life, how I would like to do things in the future, or next year, or next week. And it really puts your own life in perspective as well. And I think that was really nice to see that, yeah, it takes a few days only, but in those few days you already become so much wiser and so much more mature, I think. So thank you for the opportunity, and maybe I'll see you guys again soon.